Amidst this pandemic crisis caused by COVID-19, we assure you that we are trying to do all necessary actions as we guarantee that no one is left behind. Likewise, you are expected to do your responsibilities as a student by educating yourself and by studying harder. In this lesson presentation, we are going to tackle dance and its nature. What is dance? Dance, it is the movement of the body in a rhythmic way, usually to music and within a given space, for the purpose of expressing an idea or emotion, releasing energy, or simply taking delight in the movement itself. Dance is a way of moving that uses a body as an instrument of expression and communication. Dance is a way to communicate or express ideas and feelings and help people learn. Dance is movement set to music. Any body movement like tapping of the foot, swaying of the body, snapping of the fingers, or simply moving the head while the music is played are manifestation of a physical response. Dance is also moving the body rhythmically to music, typically following a set sequence of steps. Dancing develops the skills in body coordination, balance, gracefulness, determination, and confidence. What is traditional dance? Traditional dances are dances of indigenous communities that show cultural traits of people from specific time and place. Costumes and traditions through dance steps and costumes are preserved in traditional dances. Traditional dances are handed down from generation to generation. With fixed sets of patterns, these dances can either be ethnic or folk. Folk dance is a form of dance developed by a group of people that reflects the traditional life of the people of a certain country or region. Folk dancing in the Philippines is derived from historical events happened in our country, like the arrival of the Spaniards in the 16th century and the conflicts with the Moors. According to some literature, ethnic dances in the Philippines are classified into two categories. One is that of the dances of non-Christians, referring to pre-Hispanic and the Muslim dances. The other category is that of the Christians, performed mostly by the lowland Filipinos. Dances under this category have strong influence from the Western culture, particularly from Spain. The term traditional is more frequently used when the emphasis is on the cultural roots of the dance. A traditional dance will therefore have arisen from a people's cultural traditions. Traditional dancing is generally more of a social activity rather than competitive, but it is normally choreographed. Depending on the dance type itself, traditional dancing can either be partnered or solo, and are mainly danced in formation. Let's go to the nature of Philippine folk dance. Philippine folk dance was greatly influenced by Spain and other Oriental countries such as Malaysia, China, and Indonesia. Original Philippine folk dances were done by priests and priestesses during ceremonies and other occasions, because there were religious activities for Filipinos who gave thanks for plentiful harvest, for victory in battles, for healed sickness, and even for safe voyage. For the centuries that Philippines was under Spanish regime, dancing and singing were part of their lives for even simple occasions such as birth, courtship, marriage, war, planting, and harvesting. Aside from being delightful and entertaining, folk dancing also promotes goodwill by depicting habits, customs, and traditions of people. Some dances are influenced by Spanish dance forms, reenacting the courtship of a man and a woman in all its many aspects. It is also considered as a religious activity among the early Filipinos. Mrs. Francisca Reyes Corazon Aquino was known as the mother of the Philippine folk dances in our country. Because of her love and passion for dance, she was able to create and wrote several volumes of Philippine folk dances literature and foreign folk dances literature. The University of the Philippines Folk Songs and Dance Troupe were the first dance troupe that made our country proud. Francisca Aquino served as a faculty member. Other dance groups were organized after are the Filipiniana, Barangay Dance Troupe, Bayanihan Dance Company, Filipinescas, and the Ramon Ubusan Folkloric Group. Folk dancing is a good form of entertainment. It is a simple and inexpensive form of recreation. It can develop spiritual satisfaction and even preserves people's culture. It is very important that our folk dance be preserved because they depict our culture, customs, and traditions, and are an expression of our nationalism. It is therefore essential that these dances will be performed in original form for the real meaning and value of the dance. Hoping that this lesson presentation can help you learn more. I hope you would be very vigilant to observe the things you have taught and trained, as knowledge will really gives us the power to tread this rocky road academic journey this school year. Until then, see you in our next video. God bless and keep safe, everyone.